Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Today I have with me MG ZS electric version with the biggest battery, and I know it's not a new car and you probably wonder why I will review this MG ZS right now, because at the end of this year will come a brand new version, not a facelift, a brand new version, and you will have the chance to get this car for a discount. And that's why I want to present you. I also didn't present it until now, I didn't review it until now, and I was a little bit curious because I think a few weeks ago I also drive the ZS with a thermal engine and I like the car so much, and I was thinking like, okay, I have to test it also, the ZS electric version. And in this video of course we will do the full review, interior, exterior, all the technical data about the car, and I hope you can make an idea about the car. From my point of view, I think the car comes with a super nice price, plus it has a discount. I will tell you about that in a second. And I think on the market today, at least in Europe, I think this ZS electric version in this class, in this size, it's probably one of the cheapest electric car that you can get. If you want to buy the car with 2,000 euro discount and you are in Bucharest in Romania, you can go at Meet Motors. They are super nice, and also right now you have a 2,000 euro discount on these models, so definitely check them out. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen. Let me give you the technical data and then we will go forward. Like I said before, this is an Excite version. That means it comes with the biggest battery, 72 kilowatt hour. It's a front wheel drive system, and the range of this car, WLTP, 440 kilometer. In real, probably you have to subtract around 100 kilometer. The charging speed in DC 92 kilowatt and in AC 11 kilowatt. You can charge the car from 0 to 80% in around 40 minutes. And the great part is that the fact that the car comes with a vehicle to load, that means you are able to send electricity to other electronic up to 2.2 kilowatts in AC. That's really important, and in future I hope all the electric cars will have these options. The price of the car, 39,300 euro, but if you want a 2,000 euro discount, you can go at Meet Motors in Bucharest. I will leave the link in the description so you can find them there. Performance of the car, 156 horsepower, 280 newton meters, 0 to 108.6 seconds, and the top speed of the car, 175 km per hour, and the consumption around 17.8 kilowatt hour. The battery capacity, 72.6 kilowatt hour. It's a 400 volt architecture. It's a lithium NCM battery. Turning circle, 11.2 meters. Trunk space, 448 liters, and if you fold down the seats completely, it will go up to 1,166 liters. Pretty spacious. Weight of the car, 1,620 kilograms, and the ground clearance, 16.1 centimeters. The great part is that on this MG, and not only on this MG but in general on all MG cars, you get a 7 years or 150,000 kilometers, plus you get a check for the car for the whole 7 years period, plus road assistant included for the whole 7 years. Those are the most important technical data about the car. Now guys, let's talk a little bit about the exterior, interior, and in the end, as always, we will take the conclusion. I think it's a very attractive car. Even though it's not built on a proper electric platform, it still looks like an electric car, and I like very much the way they integrate this new electric part in this body of the car. Let's start with the front part. The car comes with LED light as a low beam and high beam. That's really important in this price range to have this option. In the nighttime, it's really important to have a clear view. Plus you have the daytime running light right here in a very nice design, and the turning signal a little bit higher. There are also LED light. This is really cool. You don't have anymore that grille, that internal combustion engine grille. Everything is kind of close up in this area, and it looks really nice. Then you have the MG logo in chrome, and right here you have the charging port where you are able to charge the car in AC, DC, plus send electricity to other electronics, as I told you before. And I like the fact that the charging port is in the front, because sometimes it's much more easier to go to the charging station, just park the car with the front and put the cable in. Sometimes when it's in the back, it's a little bit complicated in certain areas. You have some small air intakes that make the car much more sportier, a little bit of chrome down here with the glossy piano. Here you have some air intakes to cool down the different parts, and even down here, like a proper electric car, you have the air intakes, but you don't have any plastic pedals to close and open. So all the air will go continuous inside there to the radiator and then to cool down different parts. In the middle here, you have the radar for adaptive cruise control, emergency brake, and all that safety features. This radar from here will work in combination with a camera right here on the windshield. The camera can read the traffic speed limit, it helps with the lane assist, and the radar, it works for emergency brake and different safety features. Of course, we will test this in the test drive in the separate video. This is the front end. I really like it. I really think it's a sleek, nice design. Overall, the front part, it's quite attractive. The car comes on this Excite version with 17-inch rims, and it comes with those plastic covers that are aerodynamic, and it helps the aerodynamic of the car. And overall, they look pretty good. Even though they are plastic, they look quite nice on the car. In the front, it comes with ventilated brake discs, and on the rear, it comes with normal brake discs. You cannot see it because they are kind of covered, but yeah, you have to trust me. It looks pretty classy, pretty nice. It's nothing extraordinary, but it looks pretty good. And I like the fact that this combination of chrome right here around the windows, chrome here over the handles, a little bit of gray matte down here. I think the side look pretty nice, and also on the upper side on the roof rails you have this gray matte. I think it looks relatively nice, and also the combination with the rims look pretty cool. Another thing that I like very much about the car is the fact that it comes with those plastic protection all over around the edges of the car that will protect the paint of the car in time. And not only that, it's aesthetic, but it's also very practical. I like very much that it's a big mirror, so you have a very good visibility. Even though it doesn't have a blind spot technology in the corner, it's still a big mirror, so you have a good visibility. Here on the side you have a turning signal, but it's not an LED light, it's a normal halogen light. So overall it's a big mirror with a good visibility, so practicality, it's super important. Another important thing on electric car is the ground clearance, because you know you have the battery under there and you sometimes have to be extra careful. And the good part on this MG ZS is the fact that it has 16.1 centimeters, so you have plenty of space down here to go also a little bit off-road. Plus you have those plastic protection around here to be safe in almost every single road condition. This is the key, a simple key. I really like it, the way they design it with a little bit of red and black MG logo. Here you have the lock, unlock button, and unlock the trunk because it didn't come with automatic liftgate on the trunk. You can lock it, unlock it, but also you can lock it, unlock it by pressing this button right here. The handles are pretty nice. I mean, the quality is pretty good, and also the quality of the doors seems to sound quite nice. On the upper side you have this radio antenna. It's a little bit old age. I wish to be a little bit more modern, if I can say like that, because it's quite long, but yeah, I think I can live with that. A little bit lower you have the roof spoiler. That's also relatively simple, but on the side you have a little bit of black piano that make it much more sportier. Here you have the brake light that looks quite simple, and here you have the window. You don't have tinted windows on the rear and not on the side on this version. You have the wiper right here. A little bit lower you have the MG logo, and also here it's the handle where you open the trunk. Also on the right side you have the ZS EV, so you know which version it is. And of course on the side you have the tail lamps, LED lights on the normal tail lamps. Super ghost design they call it. It's a super nice design. I relatively like it. What I wish to be different is the turning signal and also the reverse light, where you have only halogen lights. But I guess, yeah, I can live with that. On the bumper it's super sporty. I like the combination of chrome with piano black. Piano black also in this area make the car look really nice and interesting. This is the fog lamp, LED light, of course, free parking sensors on the rear, so not 4, no 6, just free parking sensors, plus the reverse camera in the middle right here. They are super useful to park the car. I will show you when I go inside to see how it looks. And also the light from the number plates are normal yellow halogen light. But the good part is that this area here, it seems to look like MG4. I really like this down area right here. Under the hood, even though you have a manual lift gate here in the front, you don't have any space like you have in some electric cars. Not all, some electric cars have some space here where you can store your stuff. Here you don't have that space. It's a front wheel drive system, and here you can find also the motor and all the electronic parts. You have also the wiper liquid right here, some liquid for cooling, 12-volt battery, fuse box, it's on the right side. You have a manual lift gate right here in the trunk. You have also a handle here to close it, and the space 448 liters. From my point of view, it's more than enough space for a big family with 2 kids, let's say like that. Also, you have some plastic at the entrance. You don't have a flat floor. You have around, let's say, 3 centimeters deepness here, but I like very much the fact that you have plenty of space on the left and also on the right side. It's plenty of space. You have also a normal halogen yellow light right there, and the good part and what I like the most is the fact that under the floor you have plenty of space. You don't have a spare tire, but you have a lot of space right here. It comes also with cables, so you can charge the car. It comes with triangles, repair kit, and also you can adjust this all the way down just like that. So you have right now probably around 20 to 25 centimeter deepness. Really cool. Also, the car comes with this protection for the trunk that you can take it out very easily, and I will show you right now how you can take it out. Left, right, and then you just pull it up just like that. It's very light. That's important for electric cars to be light because that helps the range of the car. And then of course here you have to fold down the seats. You don't have the possibility to fold down the middle part. This is something that I wish for the people that go to ski or want to carry long items and in the same time have 2 passengers. So if you want to fold it down, you have to do it 60-40. So you pull this strap right here on the left side, push it forward, and then on the other side the same story. You pull the strap, push it forward, and that's it, guys. The thing is that here you don't have a flat floor, but you can take this floor to put it a little bit higher, and then it comes close to a flat floor. You have around maybe 90% or maybe 85% flat, but from my point of view it's more than enough space to carry a lot of items. Plus the trunk, it's pretty square right here, so in general it should be quite fine to carry big items without any problem. This is the space from this angle. As I told you before, it's not a super flat, but you have plenty of space. Also down here on the legroom, I like the fact that you don't have a transmission tunnel, so it's pretty flat. You can carry a lot of items down there. Also, the seat belt will stay like that. You have to pull it and then push it behind the seats and then push it back. Every time you do that, you have to do it, otherwise the seat belt will stay in the back right there. The seats, even though they are textile material seats, I kind of like them. I mean, the design is quite nice here in the middle with a little bit of white, and also you have side support, you have some red stitches, you have also 2 ISOFIX, you can install 2 chair seats. The only thing that I wish to have here is the middle center armrest because it's missing from here. Otherwise the design is quite nice. Behind the front seats you have textile material, you don't have any storage space around here, but I like the fact that it's storage material and not a plastic behind the front seat. Also, I like very much the fact that here in the middle you have those 2 vents, pretty good quality, USB-A, USB-C, very useful. And of course the transmission tunnel, it's kind of missing from here, and that's a good thing because you have much more space for the legs. All right guys, let's see the space. I'm 173 centimeters. I already adjust the seats in my driving position, and this is the space over my head. I have around 6 fingers, plenty of space on my head, and also plenty of space on my knees. From my point of view, it's more than enough. I can also stretch my legs under the front seats. Yeah, so relatively good. Of course, if you stay with your legs straight, close to the seats, you will have like 4 fingers right here, like in electric cars, because it's the battery somewhere down there. You have a little bit your knees a little bit higher, but overall, the comfort is quite good on the seats. Visibility is quite good. You have also a handle up here, plus you have this beautiful white roof. I love the cars with white roof because it seems to be bigger. It gives you the impression that it's much more spacious inside. And the quality of the roof, it's pretty good. From 1 to 10, I would say an 8. In the middle part, you have also plenty of space. At least for me, it's a lot of space. I can also stay with my legs together. This is quite important, I should say. And this is nice. Also down here, it didn't seem to be too stiff. It's quite nice. Also on the back, also quite nice because you don't have that armrest. You have a better comfort here than in the cars where you have that armrest. It's a little bit stiffer. Overall, the headspace, it's also pretty good. Kind of the same 6 fingers, and also here almost the same space as on the side. Stretch the hand on the side. I can say for medium short trips, you will be just fine here in the middle. This is the dashboard. From my point of view, the dashboard with a center console. It looks quite nice in the front there. We will talk about that. Also, the quality is not bad at all. We will talk in a second when we will go there. I like very much also the steering wheel, one of my favorite pieces in this car. It has quite good quality, and yeah, overall I think it's a nice modern interior. I'm really curious to see how will look the next version, but overall I think it's quite nice. Even though most of the door is made in plastic, so the upper side, this area here, it's in plastic. The design is quite nice, and you have this carbon fiber effect in this area, and it's soft material with red stitches. You have here leather, this synthetic leather, so in the place where it's really matter, you have soft and nice materials. I like that. I like also this gray mat right here. The handles feel good. Here is the button for the window, and if you leave the window down, you can leave it completely down, and this is really important. Another thing is that down here you have some storage space, and surprisingly, in comparison with other cars, this storage space is relatively big. Plus on the right side you have the speaker, and by the way, I forget to tell you that this car comes with 6 speakers. Now going in the front, to compare it with the rear door, kind of the same design, kind of the same materials, the same plastic up here, the same plastic down here, and also in this area where it's really matter, you have this carbon effect, and you have the stitches, red stitches here, soft material. Plus you have the buttons for the windows, you have the lock button window, and here you have the lock door buttons and the handle. Here you have storage space, relatively big storage space in the door bands in the front. Plus on the right side you have the speaker. The seats are the same quality as on the rear, but here you have much better comfort because they are much more wider. You have the side support. They are super nice, and I drive the car a lot today. I did a few test drives with it, and I have to tell you that they are super comfortable. Even though they are manual adjustments for the passenger and for the driver, I still think you have a super good comfort on them, and I like very much those red stitches. So overall, quite nice seats. What I like very much, one element about this car is the center console that looks fabulous. I think it looks quite premium. It's made completely in this artificial leather everywhere here, and even here on the side. Also down here you have plenty of space to put different items, and every time you open and you close it, it feels quite good quality. Here you have 2 cup holders, and also you can close this area if you want to. You have electronic handbrake, auto hold right here, you have some piano black, a little bit of chrome. You have also this wheel to put it in reverse in drive, and also put it back in park. Here you have a few buttons. For example, from here you can change different driving modes. Here you can also change the regenerative brake, and here you have the button to open the battery settings, if I can say like that. Down here you have a space to put your phone, but you don't have a space to, it's not possible to charge it wireless. If you want to charge it, you have to connect it to those USB to USB-C, and you have a 12-volt port right here. A little bit higher you have also physical button for the most important functions, like this button is going to the home, this is the volume, this is the button for the climatic system, defrosting, heating, and then here you have also the vent speed and the temperature speed. So it's that simple. If you want to close the climatic system, you have to press this button a little bit. Now a little bit higher you have the screen, very good brightness and quality. I will talk about that a little bit later. What I wish about this screen was to be a little bit higher. I wish in the next version to put the screen higher and put the vents down here. That will be much nicer and much better view from the driver point of view. But overall the quality of the vents are great. weight. The design is very nice. Here is the hazard light button, it's perfectly positioned. I like that here on the dashboard on the upper side you have soft material, so it's a rubber with some fake stitches. A little bit lower you have this carbon fiber fake effect, but soft material, super good quality. The vents look the same as Audi A3 from the past, and you probably wonder why there are so many elements here from Volkswagen, like for example those buttons, because SAIC Motors, that it's a Chinese company that own MG, and in China SAIC Motors make all the Volkswagen cars, so many elements they share together, and that's really important for MG because it brings a lot of good quality. Here you have also the glove box, plenty of space in the glove box. I should say you have more than enough space. A little bit higher you have also those lights, yellow lights. You have SOS button. Here you have also a mirror, but you don't have a light here on the mirror, but also this mirror here you have pretty good visibility in the back there. So yeah, overall quite good quality. The seats are manual adjustment, the pedals are normal. A little bit higher you have also the button right here to adjust electrically the mirrors and also the position of the lights. A little bit higher, the same fake carbon effect, the vents. One of my favorite part is the steering wheel. Amazing quality. I really like this steering wheel. You have these red stitches, but the quality, the grip when you touch it, it's insanely nice. I really like it. I like the fact that you have physical button for volume and for changing the media and telephone. On the right side you have also the possibility to adjust. You have the voice command, but also possibility to adjust different information on the cockpit. Plus down here behind the steering wheel you can see this talk from where you adjust the cruise control, autopilot and all that functions. So overall pretty nice. I will show you also that when we will do the test drive in a separate video, so check it out if you want to find out more. Let me show you the cockpit. You have a digital cockpit. The brightness is nice. I love the fact that you have the most important information and even more information, because most of the cars in this price range that didn't show you so many information. Before that, I want to show you one more time. From here you change the driving modes, from here you change the regenerative brake, battery brake, and from here you go into the battery menu. So you just have to pull it like that, you go into battery menu. In the front right there you can see plenty of information. On the right side you see the power, the kilometers. On the left side you see down there the different driving modes. Right now we are in sport mode, but you can go in eco, normal and sport. And on the right side you see how much battery you have, and also if you change the regenerative brake you see that you have 3 levels to change it. In the middle you see information about the car, like bar, how much pressure the tires have, and also the voltage of the battery. That's quite important. Then if you change this view, let me change it right now, you can see the brightness. You can change the brightness and the speed alert limit. It's very easy to turn it off and on. Plus here you can see information about the motor. That's great, and the voltage and the current, that's incredible, and also a nice graphic when you drive the car. And on the lower side you see the last trip, current trip consumption and information, and you can go also for long trip to see the consumption. So yeah, very useful information. And here on the next page you see all that autopilot assisted systems that show you when you drive the car. You will see it of course when we will do the test drive. So overall those are information on the cockpit. Now the visibility in the mirror, you can see it from here, pretty good. The start stop engine button, it's here on the right side. Let's talk a little bit about the screen and the multimedia screen. Even though it's not super responsive, you have more than enough information, and it's super useful. I like the brightness. I like that it looks really good. This is the home page, where you can adjust different, and you can see different information. You can go on the second page. First page you have the navigation here. I like very much the navigation, look a lot like Google Map, to be honest. I mean the streets, you can see also you have a lake here, you have a park around here, and it looks a lot like a Google Map. It's the airport right now here. It looks great. It's not super responsive, but it's quite nice. And I like the fact that once you set a destination, for example, it's loading quite fast. And I like another thing, if you go here to the electricity sign, you will see you need a little bit of time. The car will calculate until where you can drive it, and it will show you a big map until where you can drive with the energy that you have right now in the battery. How smart is that? I really like that. And extra, if you go to search, right here you can go to the parking lots, or you can go to EV chargers, or you can go even to the coffee shops, ATMs, entertain, Leicester and all that stuff. You can go to EV charging and you can see all the charging stations around you. So how cool and how smart is that? And it shows you also the power of the charging stations. Incredible, right? And you can see how many kilometers. All you have to do is just press one, press go, and it gets you directly there. So incredible navigation. I really like the navigation system, to be honest. I like it. Down here you have information about the climatic system, so you can choose the van speed, you can choose the temperature on the right side. In the middle you have some shortcuts, telephone, navigation. This is the home page, this is the media, and here is the car, the vehicle information. If you go to vehicle, to car information, you have here the MG Pilot, where you have the lane assist, assistance systems, alert sensitivity, audible warning and vibration reminder. You have traffic jam assist, you have forward collision warning, and then you have also the pedestrian automatic emergency braking, so you can change those different safety features from here. Convenient features, you find it here. Doors lock, you have the lights information here and settings, so you can kind of customize it from here. And vehicle information, you have it all the way on the right side there. Now if you go home, and if you go to charging right here, you will see that it will show you how much battery you have and how many kilometers you can still drive, and you can also block and lock on how many percent you want to charge the car, so that's smart. And if you go discharge settings, you will see that you have this vehicle to load the battery. The car is capable, and the battery is capable to send energy, to give energy to other electronics, so you can set the settings from around there. On the second page, by the way, you can also connect to Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, but you need a cable. That's something to keep in mind. Another thing is here on the second page, where you have all these energy settings. Left, you can go to AC, you can go to battery. If you go to climatic system here, you can choose where the air to go in. You have also heated seats on this car, but you have to go here into the menu of the climatic system, and then you have to activate them from here. So that's what you have to do. You have the telephone, you have the vehicle that you saw it before, then you have the video if you come with USB on the stick, on a flash stick, so you can see videos or listen music. And then you have the settings, where you find all the important settings, from the brightness, the background, the language, the 24-hour format, the units, the Bluetooth settings, and the volume settings. Super smart stuff. And of course radio and user manual. So in general, those are the settings, guys. It's pretty simple, but you have everything you need right here. In general, I think it's more than enough, this multimedia system, and the way they array everything here around the car, I think it's relatively great. That was the MG ZS electric car. The last chance until the end of the year to get this car for a discount. So if you want to see it, check out Meet Motors in Bucharest, €2,000 discount on it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get some useful information from this video. If you still have questions, ask me down below. Whatever you want to ask, I will answer you with pleasure. I hope the video was useful. I hope you get some useful information from here. Don't miss out the test drive videos. I will have separate videos where we'll drive the car and I will give you more feedback about the car, so definitely check that out as well. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I guess I see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.